What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Premier League prediction video. Before we do crack on with this video today, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It's free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok, email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do let me know your predictions as well in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. They're going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest scores throughout the Premier League, throughout the rest of football in England, and from around the globe, as well as all the latest scores from all the other sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. SofaScore will include the latest match information along with all the latest statistics and analysis for you guys to enjoy. It is a free app to download, so worthwhile checking out. Links and details, they are in the description. Anyone that does download SofaScore using my link in the description does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So, having a look at match day number 1 from my predictions last weekend. Didn't get any correct scores, but did manage to get 6 correct results with 4 incorrect. So, not too shabby, not the best of starts to the season for my predictions, but also not the worst either. Giving myself, I think, a 4 out of 10. So moving on to match day number 2 in the Premier League takes us on to Saturday, 24th of August 2024, and starting off the week is going to be Brighton taking on Manchester United in the early kickoff live on TNT Sports, and I'm going with Manchester United to win that game. I think it's a difficult away match that for Manchester United. I can see Brighton maybe springing a surprise, but I think United will have too much quality. I think they'll edge it. I think it'll be both teams to score, going 2-1 to Manchester United. Now moving on to the 3 PM games, got 5 3 PM games in the Premier League in match day number 2 this weekend, starting off with Crystal Palace taking on West Ham United at Selhurst Park. I'm going with a score draw there, going with a 1-1 draw. Again, both teams to score. Couldn't quite separate either of these teams, so kind of stuck and gone down the fence and gone down the middle and gone with a 1-1 draw. Moving on to Craven Cottage, you've got Fulham taking on newly promoted Leicester City, and I'm going for, again, with both teams to score, going with Fulham to edge this one, going with a 2-1 victory in West London for Fulham at Craven Cottage against Leicester City. I think they'll be too strong, and I'm going with +3 points there for Fulham. Now moving on to the Etihad Stadium, you've got Manchester City taking on newly promoted Ipswich Town. Can't see Ipswich Town bringing any surprises on the Premier League champions. I think City will end up coasting in this game. I think they'll be too strong. I'm going with a comfortable and comprehensive 3-0 win for the Premier League champions at the Etihad Stadium. Moving on to the match down on the south coast at St Mary's, you've got Southampton taking on Nottingham Forest. Again, going with both teams to score here. I'm going with a 2-1 win for the newly promoted side to Southampton. Big game that for both Southampton and Nottingham Forest, and could be a big game come the end of the season. So I'm going with a big 3 points there for Southampton. I think they'll be able to grind this game. Going with a 2-1, wouldn't rule out Nottingham Forest coming away from the south coast with a result, maybe a draw, maybe even winning the game. But I'm going with Southampton to make home advantage count. The first home game in the Premier League since they got promoted. So going with a 2-1 win and 3 points for Southampton. And moving on to the final game at 3 PM, you've got Tottenham Hotspur taking on Everton in North London at Tottenham Hotspur's Stadium. I'm going with a 2-0 Spurs victory for them against Everton. I ummed and ahed about this result because it wouldn't surprise me if Everton managed to do something against Spurs. I wasn't overly convinced in their game on Monday night against Leicester City where they drew 1-1. So I think Spurs will make home advantage count. I'm going with 3 points for them. I'm going with 2-0 to Tottenham Hotspur, but I'm not ruling out Everton getting something in North London. And moving on to the final game, very interesting game at 5:30 PM BST game live on Sky Sports. You've got Aston Villa taking on Arsenal. I wasn't sure where to go with this one. I've gone and played it safe. I've gone with a 2-1 Arsenal win. Arsenal got a strong squad. I think they'll be able to, if they put their opportunities away, make this about quality. And I think Arsenal edge this game if they can make it about quality. But Villa Park, it's a very difficult away game. One of the most difficult away games that Arsenal could have right at the start of the season as well. We'll see if Arsenal end up picking up 3 points there or not. A pretty big game that, but I think Arsenal will be too strong, going with a 2-1 win for them. Now moving on to 3 games on Sunday 25th of August, starting with AFC Bournemouth taking on Newcastle United, game kicking off at 2 PM BST live on Sky Sports. Going with an away win for this one, going 2-1 for Newcastle. 2 PM on a Sunday, couldn't think of anything well, worse really for the Newcastle fans. What time are they having to set off at on a Sunday morning to get down to Bournemouth away? There we are, but going with Newcastle to win that game by 2-1. Again, lots of both teams to score for me for this week. The other game at 2 PM, Molineux got Wolves taking on Chelsea, and I'm going for Chelsea to make it count, get the season up and rolling after their defeat against Manchester City last weekend at Stamford Bridge. Going with a 2-1 Chelsea win at Molineux. We'll see if Wolves can spring a surprise, but I reckon 2-1 Chelsea. Now moving on to the final game at 4:30 PM BST. You've got Liverpool taking on Brentford, game being broadcast live on Sky Sports here in the UK. Can't see anything other than Liverpool picking up the 3 points from this game, if I'm being completely honest, at Anfield. I think Brentford are probably going to go with that low block, park the bus, see if they can try and contain Liverpool. I think Liverpool will be too strong, and again, going with a clean sheet for Liverpool and going 2-0 to them and another +3 points. And then you're just going to start to see a little breakaway here between the top teams and everybody else, even as early as match day number 2. Until these teams start to meet each other, I can't see too many points being dropped, in particular when a lot of these teams have got very big squads, have got most of their players available for them, and they're not playing every 3 to 4 days. So focus can very much be on these Premier League games. So I can see wins for the likes of Liverpool, for Chelsea, Newcastle, Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, etc, etc. So they're my predictions for match day number 2. Do let me know your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.